Kia ora and welcome back to Breakfast. It is 14 to 8. A lack of housing policy for the elderly amounts to negligence. That's how one researcher has described the escalating rental crisis and how it's affecting many of our senior citizens. Last week we reported on a tauranga pensioner who's been in a caravan for 3 years waiting for an affordable alternative.
Never ever thought that I would be in this position at this time in my life. I'm retired, I'm on a low income, and it feels like I've been left out.
Lynette's story illustrates what political researcher Carole Gordon calls an elderly care crisis that has no solution. She joins us now. Morena, Carole, thank you for being with us. As we heard from Lynette, she feels like she's been left out, and unfortunately there's a lot of Lynettes, right?
There are, unfortunately, and as it's been reported, I've said that it's a policy failure. We've known since the baby boomers were born that we need to apply appropriate policies to them getting older as they moved out of the workforce. I don't tend to use the word retire. And I don't call them pensioners either, because we get national super, whereas pensioners suggest that that they're lonely, old and frail.
Well, I'm 83 and soon to be 84. So that's something to contemplate, It pops around into your mind occasionally. Fancy that? Fancy being that old? Well, I never. I don't actually view myself as an older person. I've always had a sense of social justice, and I think that's the kind of underpinning thing that I've stood up for. I found it really sad that people were expected to just disappear, and I kind of felt a deep sense of them being missing. And particularly in New Zealand, as we have, and in this city, as we have let retirement villages flourish. And I do shock people. They don't like it really when I call them reservations. But I deliberately do that to shock people, to think about how we're shutting them away from life. The whole idea of the village is sold as a healthy place, but research shows that it shortens one's life because one assumes to be older. I want to have my own garden. I don't mind having stairs. If you want to worry about stairs, we'll worry about stairs. I guess the day will come, but I'd work hard to make sure it doesn't. And I just see it as an opportunity for fitness. Keeping me in my own home is really precious. It's a precious thing because I can get up when I want to and I can do what I wish, and I can stay up all night reading if that's what I want to do. And I can determine my environment. We've got two major crises right now, elder housing and elder care. The boomers, if we consider that lump in our demographics, they turn 80, the beginning of the boomers start to turn 80 in 2026. And then there's lots and lots of them for 20 years, and we're not ready. Fancy that. It's amazing that it's not ready. The significant part of that is how we value those people so that they can have a good life. And there's an emerging discourse about what's called the longevity dividend. And that positions older people of being of value to society. So the more we have healthy people, the more value there is, because they can give in so many ways to enrich society as a whole. So it isn't just about older people not having chronic conditions. It's a bigger concept about human life. It will be a ground up community-led effort that makes the biggest change, because it's a cultural change that we need.